I know you want to help the Nord cultural exchange. Hail! I am Rigert the Brash. I lead our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange to the Dark Elves. Excuse, please, Dunmer. The proper term for puny ones is Dunmer. Small, I mean, not puny. Must remember, talk slower and louder. Let me start over. I am Rigert. We're brand new diplomats, here to learn about Dark Elf way of life, and spread word about our glorious Nord culture. Such knowledging will strengthen our alliance. Badly. The Registrar makes us wait by this giant smelly toadstool while our gifts of culture, art, and religion gather dust. How about you take these gifts for us? Trade them for Dark Elf stuff. We need books, clothes, and relics. Thank you for helping our glorious expedition for Nord cultural exchange. Hopefully the Registrar will call soon. In the meantime, I have leads on where you can take items for trade. Ha! Good joke! Rigert can't wait to use it on the Dark Elf Ambassador. Now, which glorious item can I tell you about? Dark Elf dress is so fancy. I heard of tailor in Mournhold's crafting district named Irila Malaron. Give her our gift of Nord traditional garb. She'll be so impressed, she'll give us nice Dunmer clothes in return. The little Greyskins mentioned a place with a great library, Shada Stula. They're sure to appreciate our book. Maybe trade for a book on Dark Elf culture and customs. That would be most excellent. That is a top-notch cultural relic, a heart of the wild. Take it to the monastery called Muthnar. Give it to monks as offering, but make sure to get a good Dark Elf relic in return. Thanks, and remember to speak loudly. You're a deputy envoy of Nord culture now.
We have such lovely flowers here. I can think of 1,000 places to plant them around the city.
Please wait outside. We'll be with you as soon as we can.
Greetings, Sarah. A moment, if you please. Honor to you and your house, Sarah. My lord, Devaith Fear, would speak with you at once. Your aid, in exchange for a sizable stipend. Devaith Fear seeks a powerful artifact and requires a companion. He insists you are the only candidate worth considering. For now. Go. Of course, but if you do not come, he will find another, and you will be left behind, forever saddled with a coward's regret. Hardly a choice, by my estimation. Service to Devaith Fear is a great honor, Sarah. Think hard before refusing. My master waits for you in the Mournhold Tribunal Temple. A word of advice.
May Arcade drive back the darkness, forevermore. Word of the plague in the west has reached Mournhold. We were told to watch for someone matching your description. It's good to have you in the city. Yes, of course. I have orders from the Tribunal Temple to register you and grant you access to the city immediately. The Sacred Lady, Almalexia, requests that you attend her in the temple at your earliest convenience. Yes, I already said that. Weren't you listening? It's a rare honor to receive an audience with the Sacred Lady. You should go now and leave this lowly clerk to his duties. We can't all have appointments with the Divine.
Where do you think you're going? We're in line here. You and everyone else shoving their way into the city. What makes you so special? I know. You have a weapon, and you're more powerful than a dozen house guards. I've met more than a few just like you since all this started.
It feels like I've been waiting here forever. My turn to see the Registrar, so I can go about my business. The Dark Elves have so many rules.
I don't think this line is ever going to move.
Stranger, may we speak? Over here, you have the look of someone who deals in gold and blood. We seek to right an injustice, but we can't do it alone. Until the Pact set us free, we were the property of the Volek family. Now the last of the Voleks has come to Mournhold. Help us get revenge for generations of slavery. Find Bettina Volek, lure her to her family's townhouse, bring her there, and we will have our revenge. The Volek daughter can be found at the nearby inn. Look for her there. Each of the Voleks has been dealt with, one way or another. Bettina is the last of her line. Taste the breeze and I had an egg daughter, eyes that glint. The Voleks worked her to death. Their own daughter must pay for that crime.
I tried to find one of the Magisters to assist my lady, but no one's available. She's hoping to purchase a portal. She wants to go shopping in Windhelm, but she wants to avoid the long boat trip. Not every day, no, but it's not unusual for us to zoom off to some distant location every few weeks or so.
The Ordinators must be vigilant in our pursuit of preserving the peace for the Tribunal. Sadly, we can't be everywhere at once. And so Magistrix Vox grows bolder every day. So the rumors are true. Dumark take the Maulborn and the trouble they've caused. We won't let the Gorge fall again.
Even if you hadn't destroyed those shipments, I'm sure the Tribunal would have stopped the plague before it reached Mournhold.
Clothing. Fine raiment here. The finest in Mournhold. I prefer gold. But what have you got? What's that odor? Have these ever been washed? Wait. This is baby mammoth fur. It's illegal to export it. You know, in the name of cultural exchange with our allies, I might have something to trade. Oh, don't worry. A mere triviality. Certainly nothing that should stand in the way of a cultural exchange. Here, take these display pieces. They were made with my experimental dyes. Makes the colors nice and vibrant. Once you get used to the smell, these clothes are really quite remarkable.
About time you showed up. I was going crazy waiting out here. This place isn't exactly on my list of favorite places to hang out, you know. No, I just enjoy hanging around the temple. I love all the gnashing of teeth and hypocrisy. Yes, I was waiting for you. Look, don't get too excited. There's trouble brewing and I don't have a contract, so I can't officially get involved. The Maulborn are in the city. They saw what they did in Narcissus, and I don't want to see the same thing happen in Mournhold. I'm not supposed to care, but I guess I'm getting a little soft. You've got the clout to find someone in power and investigate. Wait, you got a date with a sacred lady? You really are something. Look, tell her about the Maulborn. Maybe she'll let you look into this. I normally wouldn't think of using her, but this is important, and I know Alexia cares about the city. And I'll see if I can find out where the Maulborn are hiding. I'll meet you at the Flaming Nix, the corner club southeast of here. Oh, and listen, don't breathe a word about me to Alexia. Promise you'll do that, and I'll help you save Mournhold.
Welcome to Mournhold, my child. Your name is known to the Tribunal. You are wise to heed my summons. You have helped my people, and through your actions you have aided me. I sense that your accomplishments thus far are only the beginning. My registrars have given you access to the city, but I would like to personally thank you for your deeds. Nonsense. I take pleasure in rewarding those who serve my will. May this lantern provide you light in even the darkest situations. But I sense something troubles you. Tell me, fear not to speak your mind in my divine presence. I sense that there is more to your story, but I won't pry. I trust your instincts and your judgment in these matters. Consider yourself blessed with my authority. You may investigate the Warborn presence as you see fit. Do not be so quick to offer your thanks. After all, you are doing all the work. Should you remove this Moorborn thorn from my side, I will have yet another reason to thank you. Go speak to your secretive allies. We have similar goals, for now. Do you always question a gift from a god? But I am in a generous mood. The lantern requires no fuel or flame to produce light. Simply activate the lantern, and it will summon a ball of illumination to your side for a short time.
I don't need much.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
I've been waiting for this my entire life.
Me too, Lena. I want to learn how to unleash my inner powers.
This is so exciting.
But before we
Tell me, how did your invitation arrive? In the claws of a bird of prey? In the fist of a charmed giant? I got mine from a terrifying ghost. What do you mean, what do I mean? Your invitation to attend Shada Stula, of course. Oh my, you really have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? We're waiting to depart for Shada Stula, the Academy of Magic. The Academy sends invitations to only the most promising mages, trains them to become leaders for the houses and the Ebonheart Pact. My apologies. I thought that was common knowledge. It's not that simple. You have to be invited. No invitation, no boat ride to the island. The Academy is quite exclusive, not like the Mages Guild. All of us waiting for the boat have invitations, but I doubt you'll find anyone willing to hand one over to you. It's a big honor to be invited. Anyone willing to toss that away isn't really Academy material. Well, Girvarda doesn't seem very thrilled about going to the Academy, and Rennis and Guroni will wager on anything. I even heard some students buy their way onto the boat, but I'm not sure I believe it.
I've never been this far from home. I can't believe I'm doing this. Going to attend some fancy Academy of Magic. My family's never had any magicka, but I have the gift. I never wanted it. I never asked for it. Father wasn't sure what to do with me. When the invitation arrived, he seemed eager to send me on my way. I've never been this far from Lower Yorgrim before. I don't know if I really want to go to Shada Stula. You're right.
I would just fail horribly at this spell-casting stuff. And I miss my friends already. I'll tell my father I figured out how to control it, and I'll never use magic again. Here, you can have my invitation.
What? Never seen a Nord who could use magic?
I'm one of the first Argonians admitted to the Academy since slavery was outlawed, and the institution decided to open its doors to all members of the Pact. I hope I can handle the pressure.
I'm so nervous. I'd kill for some Flynn right about now.
What wonders you will see in the halls of Shadastula. Oh, how I envy you. To experience it all again for the first time. That would be marvelous.
What? Never seen a Nord use magic before?
I think that instructor over there just offered to sell an Academy invitation. For gold. I must be mistaken. Why would an instructor do such a thing?
Just wait till the instructors see true Argonian magic in action. I'll be in the advanced class in no time.
Must I repeat myself? This vessel is only for those who have been invited to attend the Shadastula Academy of Magic. Because the Academy couldn't find a living person who could tolerate rowing spoiled mages in training back and forth all day long. Plus, I owe the Academy a debt I won't be able to repay in 100 lifetimes. So here I am. Yes, you're something special. Come aboard and prepare yourself to enter a realm of wondrous magic and magical wonders. Now sit down and hold on, Your Majesty. If you want to return to Mournhold, just let me know. I exist on this plane to serve.
I hate boats.
Well, we were on our way to get registered and start these classes, but, well, you can see a certain someone here doesn't handle the sea very well.
I'm going to be sick again.
I told you you shouldn't have eaten right before we... Oh my, that's just gross.
Our friend looks more blue than usual.
I hate you both so much right now. Just leave me alone, would you?
Tedris must be strong if he hopes to get through his teachings. And let us hope they do not send him on many boats.
So much to do, so little time.
The Academy better not disappoint me. I waited my whole life for this honor.
Welcome to Shadastula. I maintain the school's collection of manuscripts and books. Maybe, but I've seen it all. I don't think anything could surprise me anymore. Let me take a look. Oh, my. Do you know what this is? It's an original edition of the Art of Love and Swordplay of the Nord poet Fjoki. It details in epic balladry the carnal exploits and adventurous deeds of the warrior poet Fjoki. The author claims the work is a true history, but many of the exploits it recounts are, well, highly unlikely. Fjoki was a bard of exceptional imagination but decidedly limited skill. According to his epic stanzas, he never met a creature he couldn't make love to or kill. Or both. No, it's lurid trash and common as guar. But I admit I've had a weakness for Fjoki since my youth. What do you want for it? It's an axiom that there's no such thing as a Dunmary joke book, but this is close. The Dunmer Dunce. Take it, please.
Welcome to Shadastula, proud training ground for the next generation of House and Pact leaders. May I see your invitation? Ah, yes. The Archmage asked me to expect you. He's been waiting for you to arrive. No need to be worried. The Archmage has visions about people all the time. It's one of his many, many gifts. Please, report to Archmage Verlaine right away. My pleasure. The Academy trains promising magic users to become great scholars, charismatic leaders, and mighty heroes. It's sponsored by the great houses, and this is the first season that we're accepting candidates from all Pact nations. What a silly question, of course not. The Mages Guild has too many ties to the enemy alliances. The Academy is strictly a training ground for future leaders of the Ebonheart Pact.
Halt! Everyone wants to pay me a bounty. It must be my face. It has that "you can trust me" quality.
I doubt you'll try anything like this again.
Welcome, student. Study hard and you'll do well, I'm sure.
You must be new. Did they tell you how hard this place is? I'm in my second session, and I'm still struggling with illusions, alterations, and military strategy.
Let me tell you about the Academy grounds. Pay attention. There will be a test. Instruction halls occupy the eastern building. The testing field to the west provides a safe place to practice your spells. Administration sits atop the hill, including the Archmage's office.
Well?
Members of all the great houses are welcome here, even House Dres, provided you receive an invitation. You have earned this privilege, unless you are highborn or wealthy, of course. The highborn and wealthy grace us by their presence, and we thank them for their contributions.
I expect my students to strive for excellence. I demand brilliance, determination, and eagerness to embrace the ineffable mysteries of our noble calling. Do not doubt what was meant to be. Powers beyond our comprehension set things in motion, and all we can do is take the ride. I saw you in my visions. You have come to protect the Academy. That part of the vision remains clouded. Nonetheless, here you are, and we must get ready. I need to confirm your sensitivity to magic. The lights in the next chamber form a test of sorts. Only the most sensitive individuals can see them. Touch the vision orb behind me. Watch the pattern play out. Simply repeat the order by touching each of the spheres. If you make a mistake, you may start over. As I suspected, Your sensitivity is impressive. You could see the pattern. Now I know you can help us against the coming danger. I knew you could do it. Well done. Now to business. Something threatens this academy, but your presence here will save the day. I have seen it in a vision. You've seen it. War and disease ravage our lands. We're surrounded by enemies, yet still we tear at each other's throats. Our students will help change that. And you will keep them safe so they can fulfill their destiny. We will figure that out together. Though the invitation didn't start out in your hands, that's where it ended up. You were meant to be here. A great danger approaches this academy, and you will save us from this disaster. I have foreseen it. Now I must find a way to comprehend what monumental task you've been sent here to accomplish. Until my visions reveal your ultimate destiny, I have a favor to ask. It may seem trivial, but I assure you it's important. 3 students arrived with you. The Dunmeri Lena and Tedros, and the Nord, Hadmar. It is your solemn duty to make sure they pass their initiation tests. Before you arrived, my visions revealed those 3 to me. They are to play an important part in future events directly related to the success of the Pact. Help them. They must pass their tests and complete their training.
Asked me to do one simple thing. Bring student rats back to instruction hall. But Hadmar can't do anything right. My spell went wrong. The instructor said to round up the little ones, bring them back safe, and we'll get them fixed. But, well, one got away and climbed on top of that big rock. Oh, Hadmar is so ashamed. Hadmar is scared of heights. Oh, why did Little Rat climb so high? I crafted a totem. Makes a helper fly up to get Rat, but no one wants to be Hadmar's helper. You would be helper? Oh, thank you. Face big rock in front of Hadmar, activate totem, then climb and grab nice Little Rat. But be careful. If you point the wrong way, you'll fly someplace wrong. Is little friend safe? Oh, Little Rat is safe. Now Hadmar won't get beaten with rakes. Like at home. Good, good, good. I'll take little friends back to get fixed up right away.
House Redderans spotted orcs at Malak's Moor. They were harassing travelers. Everything's under control now, praise Almalexia.
What rubbish! Fish magic from a pond? They're vexed buttocks. What does that even mean? I'm not helpless, you know. I can do this. Ugh, never mind, I give up. I'm not getting sent home over some stupid fish that doesn't exist. You want to help? Fine. Well, you can either fill this pond with fish so I can actually catch one, or figure out what these orbs do. They gave me a book, but it just contained some stupid riddle. I threw it on that table over there. What am I, a child? I'm going to be a commander in a house army, or maybe an advisor to the pact leaders. They should have just given me a spell I could cast. What is that thing? Who did it? You did it. I think I got it from here. Thanks for the help. Maybe I'll get a chance to cast some spells after all.
What?
Find the amulet, she said. Use the wand, she said. What if it sets things on fire? I could burn the whole academy to the ground. Oh, you know I'd never burn anything, right? It's just a figure of speech. I can't fail my initiation test. I couldn't face being sent home. An instructor said one of these shadow clucks has a magic amulet. Ate it, probably. I'm supposed to use this wand to focus my magic on the clucks and find the amulet. Actually, I'm afraid to find out. You don't seem at all timid. Would you do it? Please find the amulet. I can't fail this test. feathers flying. Mother Morrowind, oh, I couldn't stop laughing. Don't worry about it. It was hilarious. I'll take the amulet to the instructor right away. I owe you one.
My invitation. I don't have it with me. Someone took it, all right? My family is dealing with it. Now go bother a Nord, why don't you?
I must warn you, I'm in a foul mood.
There you are. I feared you'd been kidnapped by forces from beyond. So I heard. Well done. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. But don't get too comfortable. Matters of grave urgency loom on the horizon. While you assisted my students, I had another vision. I see that your fate is fundamentally tied to the Chaosbringer, Magistrix Vox. However, alas, I've seen nothing beyond the Chaosbringer's name. Something interferes with my forevision, blocking my efforts at every turn. I suspect we are opposed by mighty forces beyond mortal ken. We must take appropriate measures. I'll gather the students and make sure the grounds are secure. I'd like you to use the trapdoor to investigate the library vaults. I haven't heard from the librarian, and that fills me with nameless apprehension.
Ah, Verlaine. You walked right into my trap. Another student. Another new Malborn soldier.
Oh good, you're finally awake. You were unconscious for hours. At least it seemed like hours. How do you feel? I was worried about you. Shadowstool has been overrun. The last of the Malborn from the looks of it. They must need more soldiers. And they're getting them. They cast some kind of spell to enslave the students. That's what it looks like. That spell didn't work on us. Don't know why. We carried out the Archmage's orders, but then the Malborn caught us and threw us in here with you. When the trouble started, he gave us some arcane items and told us to find places to hide them. Then he went off on some mission of his own. I'm glad you're awake. Can you get us out of here? Whatever you plan on doing, you have my full support. Just know that. Shadowstulla's been overrun. The last of the Molborn from the looks of it. They must need more soldiers.
This is terrible. The Academy's in danger. The Archmage is missing, and I'm locked in here with you. The Morborn General himself. One of the senior students recognized him. Said he was Darvason. Used to be the Archmage's assistant. Who knows? He muttered something about looking for Hadmar and a familiar. What do you think the Morborn want us for? I was afraid to. There are guards out there. Maybe you could check it, discreetly.
Ah! Leave me alone! Don't hurt me!
What was that?
Back away from gate. Coming through.
This must be the familiar
to make sure you're safe. You smell all right. Look funny though. I open portal and we go find Big Lord. Name Hatmir or Hatmead. I forget. Mortals have dumb names. No matter. Come. We go now. Big Nord hides in building next to where we appear. They stay here. Master says he doesn't want them to be.
We have to trust the Archmage, right? Go with his familiar. We'll come as soon as you call us. Honest.
What is that thing? Bavek, it wants to eat us. The Morborn
Come! Let's find Nord. He hides in building next door.
Hadmar's glad to see you. Archmage said you'd be here soon, and here you are. Hadmar isn't sure. One moment I was walking to instruction hall, next moment, boom! Hadmar knocked on backside. Woke up in here with Archmage standing over me. He said, wait for you to show up. I waited, and you showed up. Yes, he told me to set up my totem near Big Rock outside. Lena hid her lockbox high up on top of rock. Lockbox is very important. We must find lockbox and bring it to Lena. Just outside. You use totem to reach the lockbox while Hadmar stays on ground. Then we'll find Lena.
Wait, where am I? Why are we up so high? That blasted Banekin. It could have warned me. The lockbox, right. The Archmage tinkered with my wand and told me to hide it up here. That was just before Darvason tossed me in that cell. I still can't believe the Archmage's old assistant is the Molborn General. He said we'd need the wand, but he didn't say why. Wait, I know. The Molborn have occupied the library vaults and sealed the door. And what makes the best spell of unlocking? Burnt scamp hide and illusion dust, of course. You can use my wand to scorch the scamps. And illusion dust is the residue of illusory monsters. With enough of each, we can prepare a spell to get us through to Darvason. We'll need Tedris.
About time you summoned me. I thought you'd leave me sitting in that cell forever. You heard correctly. If I had the right ingredients, that is. But getting them will be tricky, considering the Molborn occupy the Academy. Illusion dust and burnt scamp hide. Perfect. Just give me a moment and... there we go. I'll wait up here. You know, to keep your escape route clear. Now go find the Archmage and put an end to that Darvason.
The only fish that don't follow the flow are the dead.
I'm hurt!
Hurry! You must destroy the jagged lens!
You're awake? Oh, I was so worried. I'm so glad you're all right. You shattered the jagged lens and broke the spell. The few Molborn who were left were totally outnumbered and they ran for it. The Archmage had us bring you up here. I've been watching over you. You know, as a friend. Safe as gore apple pie, thanks to you. And you weren't even supposed to be here. I heard how you got your invitation. And now we're all alive because you broke the rules. I'll have to think about that. Don't give me that look. I was worried about you, that's all. Oh, and before I forget, the Archmage wants to speak to you. He's right outside.
I can't believe I'm drinking with these dark elves. They enslaved my people and now they're teaching me magic. This is going to take some getting used to.
Good to see you up and around. I knew you'd be fine, but Lena wouldn't leave your side. You gave her a good scare. Yes, though we lost a few students and instructors in the fight. The fact that the lens was buried below the library vaults was one of our greatest secrets. Darvason used that knowledge to aid the Molborn. Quite so. They're running out of loyal troops. When Darvason told them about the lens, they saw it as the solution to all their problems. If Darvason could turn our students into soldier slaves, the Molborn would be back in business. For you, here, yes. But I don't need a vision to know that you still have unfinished business out there. Anyway, I'd like to thank you. And there's one more thing. The students you helped want to speak to you. They're waiting at the docks. I think they want to say goodbye. Unfortunately, yes. That's how he knew about the jagged lens. In fact, I found him experimenting on a student with the lens when I relieved him of his duties. He was furious when I expelled him from the academy. It was a relic from the migration from Somerset, still in its original site in the underground temple. Tamper with it? Remove it? Unthinkable! Still, don't feel bad that you destroyed it. You did what had to be done.
I'm in the middle of something.
I wasn't going to let you go away without saying goodbye. I know, you have things to do. Important things. We just heard about everything you did before you arrived here. But we didn't want you to forget us. We wanted to give you something. It's not much, but maybe it will help you remember the Academy. Now, where did I put it? Don't be silly. Ah, here it is. Take my wand. It works better for you anyway. Remember me when you use it.
Hadmar's glad you're all right. I'm proud to call you my friend.
I know I gave you a hard time and all, but... I'm sorry. There, I said it.
Keeping myself busy. If you want to return to Mournhold, just let me know. I exist on this plane to serve. You got it, Your Majesty.
I'll be at this a while.
The god of schemes consumed it all. To Cold Harbor went our clockwork dog.
Greetings. Have you heard of the once great Volek family? I'm the last of my line. No, I suppose not. My family's been involved in things I'm not proud of. That's part of the reason I returned to Mournhold. I'm here to reclaim my family home. It's been sealed since my father died, when we fled the city for Vardenfell. I was so little then, but I promised I would return. My family kept Argonian slaves. They worked our salt rice plantation and were the source of our wealth, and the cause of our doom. When the Pact freed our slaves, they rose up and murdered my father. My mother and I fled. A shadow hangs over my family. My mother returned last year to claim our property. I never saw her again. She was murdered. I'm sure of it. Now, I think someone is following me. I can handle myself, but I'm still worried. Ah, Sarkir and Tastes the Breeze. They want to kill me as they killed my mother and father. The house is nearby. Meet me there. It's time for me to face my past.
Well met. Let me buy you a drink, my newfound friend.
Hello, hero. Good to see you gone out of there in one piece. I understand that Almalexia can be a little rough on her toys. While you were getting cozy with the goddess, I discovered something interesting. The House Dres farm outside the city is on high alert. I saw the guards get violent with people for just walking by. They're using a courier named Thoraville to deliver bribes to house leaders and city officials. I think they're hiding something. You know me so well, but we'll need to get the courier's key. He's been picking up wine here, then delivering bottles around town. He tends to keep a bottle or two as he goes along. We might be able to use that to our advantage. Poison. Don't give me that look. It's not lethal poison. It'll just put him in a nice deep sleep. Follow him, and when he takes a sip from his bottle and falls over, you can grab his key. You had to go and sweet-talk me, didn't you? Fine. Go downstairs and borrow a bottle of wine for me. I'll do the rest. Did you get it? I'm gonna need that wine if this ruse is going to work. All right. Why are you always so close? Stand back and let me work. I'll lure him upstairs. You wait a moment, then follow us. When I give the signal, go ahead and snatch the key. Hey, handsome. Did you send this fine bottle of wine to little old me?
What? Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the other good-looking House Dres guy over there. Look, if you didn't send this to me, just say so, and I'll show my gratitude to somebody else.
Well, I'm the only House Dres courier who delivers wine in Mournhold, so that bottle must have come from my supply, and it certainly looks good next to you. You mentioned gratitude. How thankful exactly are you thinking?
Why don't you come upstairs and find out? Someone has to help me drink this wine. Kneel down, lover. Let's have some fun. Well, that was fun. Hey, didn't you see my signal? Go get the key. Now I need that bath. A nice long soak with a few glasses of this fine wine. Don't worry, I'll catch up and meet you at the farm. Tempting. But you've got a job to do right now. Definitely some other time, hero. I'll see you at the farm.
Look at the fire! Oh, it's so pretty!
Thanks for meeting me here. I'm glad I don't have to face this alone. It's time to face the past. It's a shame the lizards suffered under my parents, but they've had their revenge. They've no right to take my life.
Die, Volek, for eyes that glint.
Watch it!
I suppose I must now see to the farm. It won't ever be the same, you know. Now I guess I'll see about restoring my family's fortune. Eventually, this unnatural pact will fall apart, and we can return to farming the old-fashioned way. Please, take this in gratitude for your help.
Oh, look at this one. You think you're tough? I've seen adventurers like you frozen in terror. At the creatures I've gazed in the eye and ripped apart. They should call me the Stout. My hands are huge. Just taking a brief respite. Even an Undaunted needs time to recuperate. There's caves and delves out there just waiting for me. And I'll go gladly. After a drink or two and some sleep.
Good to see you again. Haranir was just telling us about her latest exploits. Get out there and see if you can match them.
Why do you idle, Undaunted? Go jump into a cave, fight a Daedra or something. Seems to be no shortage of those these days. Like most things, they stop moving when you strike their necks. The ones that have necks. There's plenty, if you know where to look. At the base of the mighty tree in Gratwood lies the burial ground once used by centaurs and minotaurs. The locals call it Elden Hollow, and I've heard a Dominion cannon reef passed through there recently. Could be. Could be the cannon reef was just passing through. But what does a politician want with an ancient graveyard? You should pay a visit either way. What's better than leaping headfirst into a Minotaur burial site, huh?
So, you know seeks her glory. So do I, if you know what I mean. If you buy me a drink, maybe I'll let you in on a little secret. Any drink will do. Listen, I'm asking for money. I know how to buy a drink. Yes. Now, about that story. As you know, Seeks Her Glory and I know each other. We've known each other for a long time. Since yesterday, when I joined, I saw her in this very bar.
Yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one my mistress seeks.
Cool, sweet drink. I need a break.
I made it. Did you miss me? Find anything exciting before I got here? Well, well, well. See that? That's an impressive trapdoor for a simple farmhouse cellar. I love it when my hunches pan out. Isn't it obvious? Open the door. They must be hiding something good down there. Let's go see. I'm surprised House Drez managed to do anything with the Ordinators on high alert. Not much gets past them, even when they're not looking for trouble. Part of me hopes that all we find are a bunch of old crates that nobody cares about. But I've got one of those feelings, and I'm pretty sure it involves the Maulborn. What I want and what I do are usually very different things, my friend. Let's just get down there and see what's going on. With any luck, we'll be done before the Corner Club serves tonight's Flaming Nick stew. And the drinks will be on me. About time you got here. What took you so long? Come on, let's see what's down here. No, this can't be right. Damn it! These tunnels were supposed to be sealed off. Well, into the fire and all that. Follow me. This isn't good. I wish my partner Varon was here. He'd know what to do. Wait. No, I don't. Varon would wring my neck for being down here. So, fair warning. This could be bad. Real bad. This cave system, it links directly to the sewers beneath Mournhold. Well, to part of them. The sewers are more extensive than you'd think. That's why I couldn't find the Maulborn. They can move through these tunnels without being noticed. Let's just say I've spent more than my share of time sneaking around beneath cities. If you've seen one sewer, you've seen them all. Protections were placed down here to hide people. People with blood on their hands. People like me. If they found a way to activate the Daedric wards again, then the Maulborn have a virtual hidden highway to use against us. That's not relevant right now, hero. Stay focused. Find the Maulborn and figure out what they're up to. And we can talk about my sordid yet extremely intriguing past. Aelits? Really? Search around. There should be a door somewhere nearby. I'll keep an eye out. Let me guess. The door won't open? There's got to be something controlling it. Look around a bit, and watch out for those creatures. They're ugly. job! I knew you could do it. Meet me inside. The wards. They're active. That's impossible. No one outside my organization should have been able to activate them. If the Maulborn are using this base, the entire city is in danger. No, they can't be. Maybe a splinter group or something? I don't know what to think. Not all of us exactly see eye to eye on our current situation, but to join up with the Maulborn? That's just idiotic. I suppose anyone with knowledge of the Daedric arts might be able to activate them. I'm not an expert on magic, you know. I need to warn somebody. Veron needs to know about this. The wards use Daedric magic to protect these tunnels from scrying magic. Even works against the Tribunal, from what I've been told. Anyone down here is practically invisible to the city above. Do what you do best. Rush in, swinging weapons and tossing magic around like there's no tomorrow. If you find whoever activated the wards, get them to tell you what's going on down here. I know you will. That's why I ran into you on your way to the temple. I'll drop the Ordinators an anonymous tip. Maybe even get word to your beloved goddess. Hopefully someone will show up to give you a hand. Just don't die on me, hero. Got that? It used to be, but we haven't used these halls in a long, long time. Not since we fell out of favor. That's just it. There shouldn't be anything down here. Not anymore. Sure, in the past, when the wards were active, we used this place to come and go as we pleased. There wasn't a better hiding place for a group of dedicated assassins for hire. I suppose anyone with knowledge of the Daedric arts might be able to activate them.
Stay back! Attacking the city! Stay back!
What fool dares enter the lair of the Maulborn? Wait, we know you. Magistrix Vox will be pleased with us when we display your head on a pike. To the side!
My city, my people, shall not be harmed. The scent of Daedric magic permeates the air. Those who practice forbidden magic shall pay dearly for their crime. It seems I am in your debt again, champion. Your friend. She thinks to hide from me. But I heard her words of warning. She cares for you. But Verona is wounded. I shall take her to the Mages Guild where she can receive care. Find her there.
know you. You were in the sewers, right? You saved me, didn't you? I don't remember much, but I remember you. I came to Mournhold a few weeks ago, to visit some friends. I guess word got out that a Telvanni was in the city, because I suddenly found myself tied up in the sewers. The Maulborn. They kept badgering me about Daedric magic. Are you really so naive? House Telvanni rejected membership in the Ebonheart Pact. We remain isolated, pursuing our own interests along the Telvanni coast. That's just one of the reasons the other houses distrust us. Members of House Telvanni are known for their knowledge of all types of magic. I guess they assumed I could make the old wards active again. I did what they wanted. Eventually. It was either that or... I don't want to think about it. I don't care what you believe, but I never heard of the Maulborn before I came to this vile city. And I certainly had no intention of betraying the Tribunal before they threatened me. I only know what I heard. I think they were planning an attack of some sort. They sent off a large group just before you showed up. I told all of this to the Sacred Lady. She said you would visit me and I should tell you to find an Ordinator.
Ah, just in time. The Sacred Lady asked us to watch for you. Indeed, the Sacred Lady wants you to know that she wasn't able to eliminate all of the pests you found in the sewers. So Amalexia believes. I was told to convey upon you the gratitude of the Tribunal, and to inform you that the Sacred Lady still has need of your services. And one more thing. The Sacred Lady wishes to speak with you. Personally. She awaits your presence. Please, head to the temple at once. The Sacred Lady doesn't share all her secrets with those who serve her, but as far as I know, no attack has yet occurred within the confines of the city. We've been ordered not to discuss the entirety of the situation in public. To prevent panic, you understand. The lady summons you. Go.
Some of my own children have betrayed me. I am rarely an angry god, but this time there shall be a reckoning. Rage consumes me. The Maulborn invade my home, they attack my children, they attack me. You have proven yourself loyal and capable. I call upon you to serve me once more. You shall hear, though you shall never speak of it. This enemy uses guile and subterfuge. I need time to understand the threat they pose. My divine defenses have been breached and the temple has been invaded. I cannot be seen to fail. Appearances are everything. They feed opinion and belief, and such matters are important to me. But enough questions. Save the temple, and you will be renowned among mortals and favored by gods. The Maulborn penetrated the temple and opened a portal into oblivion. Even now, Daedra swarm within its hallowed halls. Such sacrilege must not stand. Banish the Daedra that defile our temple. Defeat them, and then make your way to my altar. While you slay their minions, I shall determine what the Maulborn are really up to. Now go, and carry my divine rage with you. You shall hear. I sense the temple is free of the Daedric incursion. We are well pleased. While you fought for my glory, I learned more about our foes. Magistrix Vox used Daedric magic to split the seams of the wards around the High Chapel. Then she opened an Oblivion Gate to fill the temple with Daedra. You need to get into the High Chapel. Vox managed to bypass the defenses, but its wards are still in place, drawing on the full power of the Tribunal. We must get you past those wards. Without the blessing of each of the three, no mortal may pass through the wards and enter the High Chapel. You have more than proven yourself to me. You have my blessing already. You would compound the sacrilege that has already been wrought upon our temple? No, that is unacceptable. If you will aid us, you will do it with our blessings, or not at all. Go to the cloisters of Vivec and Sothasil. My companion gods are absent, but they left trials I can activate to grant their blessings. Pass the trials, and you will be blessed. Vivec's trial will measure your clarity of judgment. He saw our blessed people through vexing times. His wisdom reveals the secrets others keep. So shall yours be put to the test. Vivec's teachings often take the form of allegories and tales. His lessons are learned by listening and then acting. His challenge exemplifies that approach. You must listen, then act. A temple worker named Varman dueled Belronan Telvanni, slaying him before witnesses. But Varman was a loyal spy. To incite such discord was against his nature. As Vivec did, speak with Varman. Determine who truly slew the Telvanni.
My lord Vivec, I bear the most grievous news. Belronan Telvanni challenged me to a duel of blood. I regret to say, I won. It was a small cut upon the arm, enough to settle the matter, but he fell dead. I was advising Tolmus and Galtza when the others arrived, Belronan full of anger, Fenila a sneer on her lips, and Morami resigned to what came next. Belronan claimed I'd interfered in his affairs. He insisted I knew what he meant. Of course not. I told him so, but he claimed it a lie and challenged me to a first blood duel. Then everything turned to death. My blade ended his life and directly caused his turmoil. I willingly submit to your judgment, Lord Vivec. Your word is unquestioned. I am here to command. Though my blow caused Belronan's death, it was set in motion by another hand. I will aid you in discovering the source of this duel, if you will it.
Lord Vivec, I was here when Belronan issued his challenge. He would still live if not for Fenila. She stoked the Telvanni's rage, urging him not to back away from an insult to his honor. She called herself his friend. Curious way to show it.
Lord Vivec, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord.
Fenila lent Belronen her blade before the duel. I insisted Vaman and Belronen swap weapons. You'd think she was Ash Mountain the way she fumed.
A tragedy, Lord Vivek. Belronen's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability.
Fenila's words are incorrect, Lord Vivek, though she clearly believes them. I haven't contacted Belronen for months, and would never have done so without your direction. Wealth has no meaning next to serving you, my lord. This you know to be true. Your word is unquestioned. I am here to command. Though my blow...
Lord Vivek, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronen... Morami sold me poison yesterday. I'd planned to hunt cliff racers next week, but decided this was a better way to get rid of vermin, so I poisoned the blade. Belronen should never have traded weapons. Worse, he should never have lost to Varman. My lord, the life of one such as Varman bears no comparison to Belronen Telvanni. Yes, I sought to root corruption from the temple by poisoning that pile of scrib jelly. I'd do it again.
Our skin and wrought our judgment. You exposed the lie at the core of all truth. This may be lost on you. It does not matter. We are echoes of Vivek. Nothing more. All things less. We recall the wisdom of his judgment, which differed from your own. You could not know. You are not Vivek. Both. Neither. We rewarded Fenila for her cunning, yet House Redoran suffered for poisoning a Telvanni in another's duel. We flayed Morami for her actions, yet elevated House Hlalu for its actions in exposing a heretic. Can you accept this truth? Through your wisdom and judgment, you have earned Vivek's favor. Receive our blessing.
So the Seal values intelligence and ingenuity. He builds, he maintains. He is the master of his creations. He shall test these qualities in you. So the Seal has devised a test that allows him to learn more about you each time you complete it. You are to repair one of his clockwork toys, and then break it. All gears turn like the hurling disc. All artifice is ephemeral, and at times, parts are of more use than the whole. There, divine wisdom. Does that satisfy you?
Your reason surpassed the Arbiter's trap. In doing so, you've revealed yourself to us. You do not fully comprehend. Such is your imperfection. We are the imperfection of Sothasil, excised from his being, yet never truly apart. We measure the indulgence of inspiration against the necessities of progression. You will never know. You are not Sothasil. Perfection can never truly be attained. By testing one's constantly degrading mechanism against this unknowable goal, you reveal the imperfections of your own device. Can you accept this necessity? For comprehending the necessity of imperfection, you have earned the blessing of Sothasil.
You're too late. Vox has the artifact. The judgment of Veloth is hers. I may fall, but you are too late to stop Magistrix Vox. She will destroy you all!
I felt a burst of power from the temple and ventured within, fearing the worst. But you've prevailed. What have you discovered? I will discover what powers the judgment of Veloth possesses and why Vox has stolen it. In the meantime, you must pursue Magistrix Vox. For your heroism and service this day, I name you a Hand of Amalexia. Go with my blessing upon you. As Vox fled Mournhold, she went east. With the recent troubles, the Ordinators are on high alert. One of them saw her headed that way. To the east of Mournhold lies Selphora, a quiet village known for its independent spirit. Vox almost certainly passed through there. Start your search in Selphora.
Do you need something, citizen?